The Alabama playbook is back, and it's better than ever in NCAA 26. And if you thought it was good before, wait until you see what it can do now. This has been one of the most versatile playbooks, and it is still one of the most explosive playbooks in the entire game. Today, we're going to dive into the pistol wing flex close, trips halfback weak, wing slot offset, and the tight open. This is day 3 of our 7-day playbook challenge. If you're enjoying the challenge so far, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the breakdowns this week. Also, leave a comment. Let me know on the playbook you want to see, and it may make the 7-day challenge, or we'll break it down here in a future video. Let's get into this. We're jumping right into trips halfback week, and we're going to go to the best play in the formation, best screen pass in the game, halfback angle screen. You see here, unlike most screens where the running back kind of goes forward one step and then shoots out to the side for the screen, he is going to shoot out to the left, wait for his pulling lineman to get out, cut behind him, and it's going to lead to big yards. And there we hurdle over somebody, lineman gets downfield, little juke, and we almost get a 30-yard play on the first time we run it. And we're going to show it a few more times just for consistency. Again, those linemen getting out there, pancaking people, getting into the second level. So we'll throw this one more time here. And again, you see the lowest gain we've gotten is a 15-yard play. Incorporate this into the offense. It is big time. And the way you guys are going to mix this up is we have halfback base, halfback direct, halfback off tackle. So you have a between the tackle run with a pulling guard in the base. You have an off tackle to get outside. And then you have the direct snap for quick hiking or down on the goal line. Then we have our cross slot option and our drive. And you also have motion shock halfback option. My favorite play in the formation outside of the angle screen. So let's just dive into these real quick here and really just show you. Again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the run plays. We all know how to run the ball. But anytime you get a pulling lineman, it's going to be really good. We bounced off the line there, got knocked outside. But follow your blockers, hit your spots here, and it is going to lead to big plays like this. Remember, the other tip when running the ball is do not hold the turbo down. It will accelerate guys getting off their block. So last couple runs were more realistic of what you're going to see. Also, depending on the fronts, will vary whether you choose off tackle, direct, or the base. And we'll just show the direct real quick. I won't get into the off tackle, but you guys see it. Now, the one thing I will say about the direct is if you see guys overloading the left side of the formation here, I would not run it. I would switch to something like the base to the off tackle if you feel like you have an advantage there. That's really all it is, you reading the defensive front. But since there's like 7 guys here in the box, I would probably audible to a pass. But again, just kind of showing you here, direct is a very good play, and especially if you got a shifty guy, it can make one guy miss, and it could be a huge play. So that's going to be the direct snap. Now let's get into the pass plays, which are really simple. The best pass plays, again, you shouldn't need a lot of adjustments, but that's how we are going to scheme this thing up, right? We want to keep our reads simple and easy. So all I'm going to do here is drag RB. So now I've created this high-low between RB and A. And on the left side, you have a flat route from your running back and a C route from the solo wide receiver. And then you have this backside dig. So all these routes can be open at different times. Always look underneath. Make sure they are going to try and take that away. If they don't, we will take our free yards here as we get about 6-7 yards on just the drag. Here, they don't play the flats again. To our running back, 7-8 yards. We've shown the flat route in the table. Here, nice little throw over the middle linebacker there. So when looking at the C route, you're actually going to have to let him break towards the sideline and kind of throw it down and behind him to kind of come back and use or catch it. Seems like they have nerfed that. Here's that dig route that I was telling you about on the backside that gets over. All right, motion shock halfback option here coming out. You have the shock read with the A receiver on the right, a hitch. Then your slot receiver, Ryan Williams, RB, is going to run this option route. The running back's going to run a motion option route. And then backside dig. So I like looking here at the slot. He sits right underneath on the zone there, and they're actually going to tell you whether it's man or zone. If it's zone, he likes to sit down. If he's man, he runs out. Very similar to the running back. If it is man, he will typically run that post route or the out. Versus zone, he'll kind of sit underneath there in a nice little pocket to throw. There, 26, the running back made a great play there. He actually ended up being zone. Taking a look here at the right side, nothing there. But the running back, again, gets open deeper. They haven't given us the shock option too much outside here. We'll run this one more time, see what we can get. Here we just hit the backside in. They double team the shock. But you see, it's all about just taking what the defense is going to give you. And now we're going to go take a look here at tight open. This was not in Alabama's playbook last year, if I remember correctly. All right, we're going to take a look here at slot post. And X is going to be your field stretching route on the left. Y is going to be a post deep over the middle. Users usually won't drop that far back when they see this A and this B route kind of coming over the middle. So Y will be your deep shot. Then you got your levels high, low with A and B, and then your running back on this wheel route will be open against certain coverages, either snap throwing or deeper down the field. And there, the dig was open, so we hit that as the user in the middle decided to take away the drag. Here, quick drag route, gets 12 yards. Take your underneath stuff, take the simple reads. Here, take a look. And that's when you hit that post, especially a superstar guy is going to be on a safety there. Is if he has the cutter ability, especially, lead him out. It's going to be a touchdown majority of the time, if not a big play. Running back out covered there, but again, man coverage. You see here, the B route really cooks as well. We didn't even look at the post there. And here's that snap throw I was talking about to the running back. So everything in here we've hit. And consecutive plays, they get open at different areas of the field. So make sure you guys slot post should be the staple play that you're coming out in this formation. Bench is always very good. You have motion mesh spot. That's good play. But let's jump into speed option real quick. Speed option is actually one of the better plays. So here is the good thing with speed option. I really like this on the goal line because if you flick your right stick to the left, you can flip it to the other side. And I think it's less of a pitch option here, as I'll show you. You kind of have to let them get behind you before you pitch it, which is kind of the negative part of that. But speed option here, a lot of people aren't expecting this out of a tight spread set like that. And we get a 30-yard touchdown just showing you that. But again, let's run to the left one time. Here, this time it worked. Take your yards. Also, one other thing here, if assuming we get it to work here, is you can actually cut this up the middle. I flipped the play to the left, but sometimes there's this little pocket up here where you can sneak up in there for a couple yards. So incorporate this into the tight open. And now let's go take a look at these orbit plays that have been put in. Orbit mesh rail, orbit whip flood, orbit Z spot. I'm going to touch mesh rail and whip flood. I like their concepts a lot better. You have the mesh concept on mesh rail, and then whip flood is going to have that whip and levels concept on. All right, so when running these orbit mesh plays, or I'm sorry, the orbit plays, you can't let the play clock get down too low. As you see, it's going to take more than a few seconds here for this guy to do his motion confusion. And here you're just going to wait. The mesh concept, one of your drags will usually get open. If a user takes it down and they vacate the middle, then you're going to see that the little button hook from B will be open here. We're going against 3 deep, so we're just, but drag route wide open. We'll run this a few more times here. But you really see how these kind of get open. Williams is on this corner route over here. But now we're going to hit this drag on the other side. And again, drags getting 10 yards. Now assuming, yes, a user will take one of those away. They can't take away all the reads. So if we find a play where we can hit B or the running back here, and this is over the shoulder throw. We didn't quite get it over the top there. That play will be there on certain throws. And we'll run this one last time here. See if we can catch defense here in a spot. If you got a fast quarterback, you can run. But again, just take your underneath reads. It's going to be wide open. That is the orbit mesh. Now let's take a look at orbit whip flood. Again, mindful of the play clock. You have this whip from B, out route from A, and then your levels concept underneath. Again, take what they're going to give you. This was the whip route, B. You also had X on his in route coming open, and then you'll have Y coming open as well. Take a look, see where they're at. X, backside in. So that's going to be the tight open. Now let's take a look at the wing slot offset. And this is new. These plays that they put in here: shift jet touch pass, shift jet power read, and shift fake jet halfback seam. Make sure you guys are mixing these up. So if you're going to run the pass play 3 times in a row, then go to the run will be more effective because they've only seen you pass. It'll be very good for setting up that run play. And then the same thing goes the other way too. If you run the ball the first 2 or 3 plays, whether it's this version or the simple touch pass, then it's really going to open up the pass once you go to it because they're going to commit down. They've only seen you do one thing. So this is going to be the last play of it. Just, again, kind of wanted to get that point across. Again, that's how you scheme stuff, is setting people up so that way there's these other options available to you. Motion switch halfback wheel. You're going to have this drag underneath the wheel from the running back and this crosser. There is the drag. Again, drags are your friend so much. Use the checkdowns. All right, let's take a look here. See if we can catch the crosser or the wheel. Wheel was kind of there for a quick hit. And then here, we might have crossed the line of scrimmage there, but let's see if we can finish here on a completion. And again, there's that running back on that quick hitter for 5 yards. So you have your drag, you have your halfback wheel early, possibly late. Then you have that crosser coming over deeper down the field. Or if the user vacates the middle, you'll be able to hit a lot early. So, all right, the final play we're going to take a look at is the stick nod vertical. And you have this tight end the wheel route. So you can do 2 things here. You can put your outside tight end on a dig, or you can put them on a turn route. Really, either one works. If you want to stretch the sideline, you can do that. If you want to bring him back inside, you can do that. You have this in route from Ryan Williams. I like to put him on a speed out route, or just an out route. That way, if I see these guys don't play outside like this, I'm just going to snap throw this every time. So when running this play, it's really a personal preference if you want to put on the return route or the zig route. I like the return route, again, because a lot of people aren't expecting this second tight end out here to run that. So now you run the zig. He kind of gets into a little pocket there. You can throw it. But if you're going to run the zig route instead of the return, put your running back on a flat route here. It'll help stretch out that flat defender. It'll open up the window a little bit more here and possibly create yourself a blocker upfield. Mindful of this play has a built-in pump fake, so you can't actually maneuver in the pocket or step up like you would normally. But that return route's going to be really good. Flat route the running back, and then you have, again, this backside in route, and that's going to come wide open as well. So plenty of options here. We didn't get a chance to hit A, and primarily A is not going to get open a lot, or Y, because they are kind of like the stretch routes down the field. So the safeties are going to be there to help. So keep that in mind when you guys run this. The very last thing we're going to take a look at: pistol wing flex close, wide zone, and halfback zone weak are going to be your 2 money running plays here, staples. The best play in the formation is PA boot left. Really, it's preferable to run this to the wide side of the field. You don't want to run it when you're in the middle. And also you want to run it to the direction of your quarterback strong hand. So what's going to happen here is they're going to let the D end in free. They always bite on the fake. And then you're going to have X is usually wide open here. Even if it's man and you have a good route running receiver, X will get open. You have A on the short crosser, and then you even have RB on the little flat here. And again, just kind of just showing you where everybody's open at. The underneath from RB takes a long time to get across the formation. Did not mean to flip the play there. But you see the DN is going to get free every time, but he always bites down. So no matter what, every time. And again, there it is right there. In the event it gets locked up and they start switch sticking stuff, trying to take it away. If my quarterback was faster, I would have ran with my quarterback again. Just kind of making that a threat as well. So you'll have a bunch of different options here on this flowing to the right side of the field here. So that is the best play in the formation, the best pass play. Again, the run plays are extremely good. The other one you can run, there's PA boot Y sail, PA deep cross. Those are very good as well. I like running spacing, especially in short yardage situations. Again, now with the return route and things of that nature, is I will motion this halfback out. Now it's obviously a tell that we are passing the ball, and I'm going to post A. So you notice I'm going to have two return routes out here on the field. You're going to have X and RB. Let them kind of develop. We got a bunch of time in the pocket there. That's nice. Easy play, easy read. A on a post, RB on a return. Put the running back on a streak. And you can even put the RB on a zig as well if you want. But again, now we hit the other return route wide open. Now, if you're going to throw the zig route out here from RB, what I like to do is I'm going to put our running back here on a streak, and then I'm going to put him on a comeback route. So now I have this high-low on the left side. I still got my return route on the left, but now we're going to see, okay, the flat's taken away. Now we have this comeback route, and the running back breaks the tackle. But all right, the last time we're going to run it here and just kind of show you guys again just the consistency, right? Put the RB on a zig. Now I'm going to put Y here on a comeback. And then you have your return route on the left, post on the right. Here is the zig now that's open. And again, a lot of people it's new because you cannot zig or whip route any of these tight ends last year. So it's a good addition. Short yardage, you're going to see a lot of it this year. Make sure you guys are incorporating that into the play. And to kind of close this out here, I know we talked about not showing you the run plays, but again, they are extremely good. So wide zone and halfback zone weak. So I'm just going to actually just run it to the default play. And again, just go whatever side are the numbers where you feel like you have the leverage, and is going to be very easy here. So right here, if I want to flip to the left, I can flip to the left, pick my little pocket to run there, go outside between the tackles. All very easy here. Let me go out here and just show you the zone weak. Zone weak is a little bit more tailored to go right off the tackle. But again, watch your numbers, take your move there, get your yards, getting easy positive yardage every time. If you want to flip the play, you can flip the play. But you see, we're never actually getting hit in the backfield despite us getting hit close to the line of scrimmage there. And terrible run stick. But again, the lanes are there. Flip the play. Pistol wing flex close. Super underrated. Make sure you guys are using it in this Alabama playbook. And that's a wrap on the Alabama playbook. A true juggernaut here in NCAA 26. Pistol wing flex, trips halfback week. Tight open, wing slot offset, a bunch of other stuff that we weren't able to dive into all just today. But this gives you an elite level balance, motion options, built-in route combos to take advantage of any defense in the game. And if you think this helped you build your scheme or sparked a new idea, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel so you don't miss any more of the 7-day playbook challenge or any other videos that we're dropping all year long. Let me know in the comments what playbook or formation you want to see next. I just may feature it in one of the next upcoming videos.